I'm Chris Dowling from up at Yarrawonga. This is my wife Libby, had oesophageal cancer and in full recovery mode at the moment.
I'm Warwick Fegan, I'm 76. I was diagnosed March 2025. I was operated on the 11th of August 2025. So I'm post operation about 5.5 months. I'm still battling the effects of chemo.
My name is Sherry and this is my partner Steve. He's my carer. I was diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago, surgery September the 13th, and I'm now classed as clear.
I'm Alan.
I'm Kate Gibson. I'm Alan's wife.
I was diagnosed 2006, so 19 years ago.
Go to the gym and tried to maintain some sort of fitness levels, especially as we're getting older. And that was something that I've sort of done for a long time, which I think held me in very good stead for when I did get diagnosed with cancer.
Probably because I'm ageing, I'm 76 almost. I felt that what I was doing was fit enough for that age. But in terms of handling surgery, I just wasn't. In fact, they put me at high risk of dying on the table if they operated. So effectively they didn't want to operate. So what am I? I'm a dead man walking, that's what I am. So I'm thinking, I've got a few more people in this world I want to piss off yet, so I want to stay alive. So I said to them, well, what have I got to do to get myself to a level where you operate? Because it was obvious they didn't want a fatal. And they got to get fit.
So we hiked every Saturday. We both had office jobs, desk jobs, so during the week not much fitness going on at all, but so that was the one fitness thing.
I probably ended up being as fit as I'd ever been in my life. Late 40s to early 50s. I was a rower, always keen on rowing. When I was first diagnosed, I was definitely as fit as I ever was.
When I did get diagnosed, I really got stuck into the physical side of things because I was told the fitter you are, the more chance you had, and I'm pretty keen on good chances. So
we were going to the gym before he was diagnosed, so that was good that we were already had that in place.
When I look back now, had I not got on that fitness regime, I don't know where I would have been post-surgery. I got to the gym, shadow boxing, on the bike and so on. That's since gone, of course, because I've got to start again now, which I am going to start. I've just started last week.
It's a physical challenge, so the greater you can, the stronger and fitter that you can be before you have to go through the regime, the better you're going to come out the other side, and there's no question about that. They
just kept drumming it in. The fitter you are, the more we can do to you, the harder we can, which really, the harder they can be on you. You know, like they take you to the limit, and that's fine, I don't mind that. But the more they can give it to you, the more chance you got of success.
For your body, it's like you run a marathon and then you're going to run another marathon. Well, that I could associate with. I've done marathons and I'm like, oh, I've only got 2 weeks left. I'll still jog though. I'll take up jogging. 2 weeks of jogging, that's got to help because I used to jog.
Mind you, she did. Our exercise level went up massively.
It was a suck it and see thing, you know. I didn't really know what I was up against, but I just thought you just got to have a crack, you know.
I prayed a lot, and then I just did what if Chris was doing things, I just made sure I was there on the sidelines.
It was really more that he was there, and honestly on the walk up to the doctors, I used his arm quite a bit, right? It was that he let me do what I felt I needed to do. But if I needed something, he was there and he would get it for me.
It's surprising because you don't think that you're actively doing a lot, but just being there is doing a bit and letting people do what they need to do. Trying to do everything for somebody is not always as helpful as just letting them do it and being there just in case you need to be.
You should never underestimate how much the carer, what a toll it's taking on them, because it's never about them. So there's no support for them, there's no sympathy for them. It's just like put on the brave face and just get on with it. And it takes a huge toll.
Post-surgery, I was as weak as a kitten. The surgeon was telling me to get out of bed and walk, get out, do this and do that. I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't sit up. I get emotional when I think back. It takes everything out of you to do it. You're not tough, you're not strong, and it takes every thread you got to do it. But you just got to do it.
Life was pretty vibrant beforehand, and I didn't think that I was going to get there. At least get back to that level.
The first 2 days of walking up and looking across were terrifying, to tell you the truth. But I know how strong-willed Sherry is, and she was going to do it. So therefore, I could only just follow along and just be there.
As far as worried about not being able to do certain things, I knew that I would get back to it, but it did take a lot longer than I expected, and that was a little bit confronting because you just don't you think that you'll be right in a couple of weeks, because normally if you get sick you come good, but in this case it just hurts, and it hurts that bloody much you can't persist. So it takes a while to adjust for that, but you do notice that if you just go on a weekly basis, every week you get better. You know you can walk 6 laps to the front gate instead of 4 after a week, and then after a month you can do 12 laps, and and that adds up to 2 or 3 or 6 kilometres a day, whatever, and then you can start bending down and picking up a suitcase, and then it just leads on, and then finally you're not back to full strength, but within 6 months you're pretty full on. You can do most things.
I worry that he will damage himself by trying to push too hard, but it's part of a mind game too. You have to push yourself to see how far you go. And I just had to let go. I just had to sit back.
It was a real struggle. To not be able to walk 50 metres for a number of weeks was a real shock. Yeah, I couldn't believe how you could lose conditioning so fast, and the journey started after that.
It does get easier. It really gets easier.
Back to cardio and shadow boxing and stuff there like that. But I was getting back to the outdoor activities I enjoyed before too. I'm fishing a lot. I got back on my horse the other day.
When you first come out of hospital, you're on a trajectory of improvement, and even for a couple of years you felt you were improving, but then you're not, and you're not better, and coming to terms with the fact that that is better, that's it, that's pretty much where it's going to be. That was a bit of you just think you're getting better, right? But you don't. There is a point where this is how it is, and well, I'm living a great life. It's not. You just have to make accommodations for a lot of things, the way your body's functioning, the fact that you are going to be more tired, the fact that some things are going to hurt you. You just need to make peace with that.
I think you've got to take a mindset where you just got to do what you can do. There's no use worrying about stuff that you're not going to get
No control of.
No control over.
Yeah, listen to yourself, listen to your own body, and make haste slowly.
If you get the opportunity, get as fit as you can before you start the regime, because it'll hold you in good stead.
It's just a life change thing, but it gets better and life gets back to semi-normal.
You will feel strong again, you will feel well again. You will need to be patient with that. You don't take it a day at a time, you do it week by week. Progress is slow, and then once you're underway, you will feel good again. You will have limitations, some, but they're not life, they won't change your life radically. You'll still do the same things, you just might do them a bit more slowly, a bit gentler, but you can do whatever you were doing before.